Hello everyone, this is Polyphemus, back streaming again. Today's Friday. Yesterday we got up to Silver Rank 1. We were at the last star, and we were knocked back down maybe 2 or 3 times at that star. We were being carried by a very aggressive Demon Warlock deck, which was performing very well, but I mean, if you play the same deck every day, it gets old. So, we're going to try something new. Today, I was hoping to do the mage, the secret mage, if I can pull off enough of the cards. I'm not going to do their exact build anyway, so it's not a huge deal. But it looks like I am missing a few of the cards, which I kind of suspected. So, instead, we're going to try the paladin one. The Paladin one, I'm pretty sure I got, like, all of the important cards that I want. We're doing Dude Paladin, so I can't remember what the actual term for them is called. Silverhand Recruit, duh. Okay. Sorry, getting something set up really quick. You okay, Ghost? Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay, I think that's fixed, and we can get back to deck building. So, what are we looking at? Lithraxian, obviously, to start. We may or may not cut him, we'll see. You traded in the wrong order. I got to keep the 1-1. This... What is this thing doing? Stupid thing. Okay. Hopefully that fixed it. Okay, so Dude Paladin. God, I'm getting so distracted today. Very rough start. My apologies. Let's see. So that might be about it for the standard hand dude stuff. Hand dude stuff. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the big payout on Libram, so there's no reason to force the Singleton thing, so we might as well just play, or not Singleton, the Purity Paladin. So we'll just try to build a solid deck first, and if it happens to go Libram, it goes Libram. But we're going for tempo, we're going for board, we're going for wide, and we're going for cards that buff things. So we're going to play one of those. There, that's the other one I was thinking of. Do I have any? Oh, it's 1 health minions. Actually, most of them seem to be spells, so that might not help. But 1 health. So it can summon Salet's Pride. I could put in... We could put in something that starts with 1 health and then gains health, like... Where'd she go? Where's my Twidlet Drake? I need my Twidlet Drake. There we go. We could do that just to round out the package. I think we need the equality. Actually, I think that's why the Libram package works, because of the hammer. So, it's a bunch of 8/8s and a bunch of tokens. Kinda all at once. Unfortunately, I don't have the new big payoff for Libram. This guy. If your deck has no neutrals, I do not have him. I could make him, though. We'll see. I might make him, might not. It literally uses all of my dust, so we'll see if the deck even seems close to competitive. It seems close. I'll probably put him in. This might be a good run for the first round. Did I put in the sword dudes? I just have to make sure. Lightforged Zealot is not in the deck. That's important. Doesn't have 1 HP. We do not have any draw in this deck at all either. I think it's got to be more aggressive than this. That helped a bit. Not sure what else to add. Honestly, we're... Oh, Blessing of Authority is not even in the deck. Okay, so we have to cut this. Good beauty. That's a good one. Honestly, we might only want a partial Libram package. Which sounds crazy, but we add her back in. That's going to be hard to corrupt. I don't have enough cards that can corrupt it, and when I play the Libram, I expect it to be cheaper than 9 mana, so probably not going to be corrupted. Give your minions Divine Shield, that could be a good one. But I think we want... It's a neutral minion. Is it a 2-drop? Gives the things next to it +1/+1. I think that card is busted in the right builds, and this might be one of those builds. The Vile Fiend looked pretty good too, but I don't think it fits our style. That guy's kind of fun just because it brought back Oracle. I kind of missed having Oracle. God, that card is meme incarnate. There we go, Wriggling Horror. We want 2 of those. So we'll cut one of those. Okay, we're gonna try Dudeadin, and we'll see what happens. Reporting for duty, reporting for duty. I have a feeling it's gonna be too slow. If we lose like 3 or 4 games in a row and modifying doesn't seem to work, we can always switch back to one of the other more fun decks, but let's give this one a shot. Might be too late by the time Lithraxian goes down. We're gonna be a little greedy though. We'll see what happens. Okay, we got a 1-drop. That'll help. So we 1-drop into a dude. Maybe into 2 dudes. Do we want to wait and combo those or just play them? Because that's a pretty solid turn 6. We can always just do a normal token. Yeah, I did not optimize this. As soon as this game is done, we're gonna rebuild this deck again. I went way too heavy and greedy. Hey, buddy. Oh, damn. Coining him would have been nice, but not so great now. Actually, I gotta cut that card. I was looking for that before, after I cut the Twilight Drake. I'm not even gonna draw anything, am I? Ah, that kind of worked. Got me a wriggling. That ain't bad. So we're actually gonna cut the Libram package again. Funny enough. I put it in, took it out, put it back in. Just cannot make up my mind. I mean, that's just difficult for a demon hunter to deal with quite often. They normally only run like 1 silence. Oh, come on, dude. You actually had it? You dick. Okay. I think I know what I need to do to make this deck a winning deck. So, we'll get to it. That part is actually really fun. With Thraxian, you're kind of fun. Oh, you're just gonna keep going face, though. That's gonna be a problem. See, I didn't put enough buffs in my deck. That's a problem for me. Okay. I flipped the corner. Let's see if I can go face. Yeah, I gotta cut a lot of things. Oh no. He had it. Darn. On the bright side, I know he already did thing. He probably doesn't have another silence. If he's holding the other silence, I stood no chance. Yeah, it's corrupted. You good, buddy? You're good. Let's do this one because it's all taunts and it'll be funny. That should just be an annoying board to deal with. That's the goal. Just annoying. Come on, buddy. You're fine. Yeah, you're fine. Dang. I'm surprised he managed to do that much. That's insane. I don't know how I handle this. I really wish I had some direct damage for that, but I did not. So he'll probably be able to kill everything else. Can he also kill the 5/7 taunt? Oh my god, Skull of Gul'dan means he's definitely going to be able to kill my taunt. I'm a paladin, not a warlock. Oh my god. You had the other one. I mean, to be fair, I built my deck poorly. I can blame no one but myself. Okay, Goose, you can chill down there for a minute. That's fine. Yeah, I'm just dead. Okay. There, the name was wrong. That's why we were losing. Duh. Okay. So we'll trash that, we'll trash that, trash that. I mean, I might keep that in just because it's a 1/3. Is there a better 1/3? I don't think there's a better 1/3. Maybe a 2/2? Is a 2/2 even better? I don't know. We'll see if we want to go that aggro. But we gotta get rid of those. That. Maybe we leave in one of these just as a means of board clearing. That can still be my top end, and I can't afford these anymore. Okay. So I should have had that in to begin with. With my minions having Divine Shield, that's amazing. But otherwise, it's a bad card, and you don't put bad cards in decks. I would have to be holding a dragon. I just don't have a dragon synergy. Is it good for just a 1/2 buff? It might be good enough just as a 1/2 buff. If I put that on Elder, that becomes a 2/5. A 2/5 is a pretty good early game minion. We're going to slap that down. Oh. There. There's my card draw. Shotbot's sticky. Sticky Shotbot. Don't quote me on that. That's just cheaper. Okay. Still probably not the refined version of this deck, but we're gonna give it another go. Goose, you good? Yeah, you're fine. You're just chilling. Yeah, he's just chilling. I think you always keep Wriggling Horror. This might be one of the best cards in the deck. Gotta love when a neutral card is one of the best cards in the deck. It's amazing. It does. Am I afraid of Cthulhu Mage? Probably not. We'll see. Read this. Okay. Turn 3 is a little awkward. It might just be Hero Power. Ooh, it could be Hero Power Wriggling Horror. Yeah, spell damage is too scary. Normally I would go face, but spell damage is incredibly scary. Much scares. Great, wow. I mean, that's just not very impactful. So... probably just that. He can't Flame Strike yet. He could Blizzard. No, he can't Blizzard. I don't know how a mage deals with this board right now. It has to be single target. Oh no. So there's a Flame Ward. Which actually, Balloon Merchant is a good counter to. If the other thing is a Mirror Entity, he gets a 3/5. Do I care about a 3/5? Probably not. So this is fine. This is just fine. Oh, I didn't get my buff, but it was a 1-mana spell. So I'm good with that. I mean, this is looking a lot better than the last round. I'll put it that way. Just saying. Well, there's lethal. I mean, looks like it's working. Let's see if we can break 10. Or break into gold 10. There we go. I should probably finish sentences when I'm saying them on the internet. Probably recommended. I mean, that looks like a decent opening hand to me. I have a 1, 2, 3 for sure. Could draw into the 4. Good and aggressive. Mm. Mm. Okay. I'll take a reborn minion. Ooh, that's a good one. That's my top end. What are the odds he plays a Murloc? Almost 0, right? He's never gonna have a Murloc. Yeah, that's good enough. Tempo, tempo. I mean, if we're climbing ladder, we're gonna climb. I was playing my Druid deck. I'm loving the Druid deck, but you don't climb ladder with a Druid deck. Dang. Talk about pressure. This doesn't even seem fair. Destroyed, still there. Holy Christ. This guy hasn't gotten to play the game yet. He just has to keep reacting to everything I do. I'm in full control and I'm loving it. What did you top deck? Oh! I forgot that it did that. But at least it clears both sides. I can still play Balloon Merchant. Decent reload. It's what, a 2-1 Divine Shield? And the 3-5? Is it the scariest minion ever? No. But can you Blessing of Authority that if needed? Oh, hell yeah. Let's see. I got the worst 1-drop. Literally the worst one. I can't make any copies of you. You're just a 1-1. Great art, though. That is fun art. Dang. It's kind of dead today. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna keep going though. Someone might show up. Not the end of the world if I have one dead little stream. Yep. You couldn't even get to your fun stuff. This is almost cancer. We'll see. Okay. We're on the cusp. Let's go. I mean, pretty decent, but I think these two are enough that I can dig for even better. Exactly. Hell yeah. But it's a priest, so probably we lose. We'll see. Hey, Goose. Come on. There you go. Just in case people wonder who I'm talking to. It's definitely the lizard. Not talking to myself. That would be crazy. It'd be crazy. There's not really much to talk about in this deck, though, because everything just kind of plays on curve. It's just like, oh, I have mana, put it on the board. So that seemed to imply that he has a low damage AoE that he wants to put down. So I want to go tall, not wide. If I'm going tall, not wide, we're doing this. Okay. Still not terrible. Just saying. Tain't bad. This is a pretty decent turn. Let's try this and see if he can handle it. Two, 3 taunts are not bad. That was 2 mana for a 4/6 taunt. 2 mana 4/6 taunt. That is a playable card. Just saying. Hey, welcome Origami Dog. Good to see ya. I'm surprised I have as many cards as the priest. Would not normally expect that from an aggro deck. Smack, smack, smack. Has he really not had a way to clear this yet? I normally feel like priest is better. Okay, there we go. Like, I normally feel like priest is better about this kind of thing. Oh, yeah. No worries about Johnny. I like to promote other streamers whenever possible. So far, the luck is going in our favor today. This deck has smacked 2 opponents in a row. We lost our first match, but that was before we modified anything. So ever since then, undefeated. And we're about to break into gold. I'm on my last star of silver 1, so as soon as I do that, we hit gold. Which I haven't been at gold in multiple seasons, so that'll be good to see. Does he need the buff or him? Him, because then I can do that. There we go. He still has not been able to answer this. Slow but steady. Okay, but now we gotta go fast. Because if he revives this, I am screwed. So we do that and that. And we just have to hope he doesn't have it on curve. Oh, he's doing great. Goose is in a great mood, aren't you, Goose? He just shed, so he's very calm and friendly and snuggly. He likes that I'm warm. At least I get to reload. Pretty effectively, too. Yeah, I try to bring Goose out whenever he's happy enough. It means we get plenty of time to hang out together, and I figure people might like to see him on stream. Ah, god damn it. He's immortal now, I lose. Yeah, I was afraid that would happen with Priest. We keep getting right to the line, but we're gonna break into gold today. It's happening. Okay. Okay, I think we can beat a druid. They don't have many silences, so if I can get something big enough, it's gonna stick. Honestly, I probably could have kept that hand, but I can easily keep this hand too. I think this is a coin on 1. Because I can just put so much pressure, and he probably can't kill both of them. Okay. He hero powers, I sand breath. Or do I go wide? Wide is on curve. Better use of mana. I miss 1 damage, but... yeah. Stay on curve. That was correct. So if he has swipe right now, it's rough, but we can reload pretty easily. Okay, he's gonna leave it. So that's next turn. This turn we do that. This makes swipe really awkward now. Before it killed everything. Now it does not. And now we Blessing of Authority. I think that's just GG. Here you go. Boop. I don't think Druid comes back from that. I play a lot of Druid, so I'd know. Oh, poor boy. Or girl. Jajafari? I have no idea. Let's just not assume genders on the internet. And it's 1 health minions, it's not just dudes. This is actually standard. That's how long it's been. I do play some wild, but this is actually the standard ranked ladder right now. I'm at silver 1, then it resets to gold 10, and then counts back down to 1. And then it's platinum above that. Yeah, this guy was slaughtered. Okay, we got another shot. Rank up, hype. Let's go. There it goes. Yeah, I would have to agree. Power creep is kind of an issue. Weirdly enough, this set is definitely power creeped, but it feels more balanced than they have been for like the last 2 or so expansions. I don't know how, but things are reblended in a way where for a long time you just had super aggro or you had super control. There's actually mid-range decks again, which means there's a lot more variety going, which means standard is once again enjoyable. Lately I've only been playing Battlegrounds until the new set dropped because of exactly what you said. Power creep kind of makes it a little bit awkward. But yeah, see? I can actually do some mid-range decks now. There's a lot of clown decks going around, which people are belly aching about, but I'm kind of happy just because at least it's possible. And if you balance around mid-range, there's more varieties of decks that are available. Mill could also be fun. They did kind of a nod to it. There is another new Murloc that draws a card for both players, but it's only 1 instead of 2. It's not really good enough. They threw in a monkey that gives bananas as well, so you could use that as like a milling tool. But it's nowhere near as easy or consistent as it was with like cold light oracles, where you'd do like cold light oracle, play duplicate, and then they'd give you 2 cold lights back. You'd play them both and duplicate them again, and end up milling like 12 or 15 of their cards. I know, right? Shredder used to be a busted card. There's no way it would be played in standard these days. Actually, Firebat was doing a review of this set, and I caught, he was saying something about, he was comparing the new card from Demon Hunter, where it scales from Outcast cards, to the old Death Rattle guy. And I caught myself saying, "Oh no, they would never play that Death Rattle guy in Standard anymore anyway, so it's a bad comparison. It's too slow." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a bit of power creep." So there's definitely power creep here, but doesn't feel too bad at the moment. Speaking of which, I think I just got to gold 10. Unless he has Blizzard on curve. Hey, good to see you back, B-Tag. Thanks for stopping in. Uh-oh. That's only 6. I just gotta make him clear the board and hope for the best. Yep. Yay. And we made it to gold. Achievement complete for the night. But we can keep going. I was expecting them to hold me at the gate longer. I always feel like right when you're at that level up point, they give you an extra hard opponent every time just to make you fight for it. But that one, smooth as butter. Nothing to it. Hey, goes. I mean, I think that's a keeper. They had no answer. Probably should have played the draw, but I wanted to go wide so I can play the Wriggling Horror instead. It might backfire if he's able to kill one of these two. But nope. And now I can overtrade. And he doesn't have a buff target. Next turn we have 4. Hand of Adal, hero power. Not shabby. I mean, we're definitely controlling the matchup right now. But I have a feeling his deck is probably built to have more value than me. I really have to push hard. We gotta go face real fast. Dang it, I think I have to trade that off. Hey, Murlocs got the achievement. Beautiful. 0 mana draw 2 is pretty dope. Overtrade. Uh-oh. Well, good thing I specifically teched in a counter to that kind of shit. Because otherwise, that could have been a scary moment for me. Okay. I think I beat the mirror match. Glad I teched in that subdue. That subdue was clutch. I can't even see it anymore. Taking an 8-11 to a 1-1. Mid-range control paladin. Right? I was actually a big supporter of mid-range shaman. You know, probably gonna scream cancer at me or something, but 4 mana 7/7, man. I would run the 4 mana 7/7 and the standard overload package, but my top end was the Blood of the Ancient One card, and I'd copy it with a Faceless, and I'd kill people with the 30/30. I swear I'm like one of the only people I know who actually was running the Blood of the Ancient One deck for a significant amount of time. Nailed that. Easy peasy. I don't know what it is, but for me it's just much more satisfying to punch someone with a 30/30 than to do a full combo from your hand that they can't do anything about. Cobalt Dungeon Expansion. The last control card was in Grand Tournament. Yeah, they gave them the mysterious knight who summons all your secrets, and ever since then they've been afraid to give a paladin a control card at all. Their best control card is Tyrion, and Tyrion is better if he's played in other decks than if he's played in paladin. uh That's bigger. I need to draw some buffs. Oh, we screwed. So he has a 0 mana hero power, but he didn't use it. And he's confused that I'm playing Shotbot. I wonder what kind of deck you're playing, buddy. Just wasted 2 mana. We can just do that. He must be playing Control. There's no other reason. But then why would you put Tour Guide in Control? I am a little bit confused by this matchup at the moment. Now at the moment, I would burn 1 Murloc. It's a little unfortunate, but yeah, so he's probably going to attack and do it anyway. Yeah. Oh. Is he playing he must have been playing a combo deck, and he messed up the combo somehow, and got embarrassed and logged off. Poor guy. I always hate when I mess up a combo in a deck and you're just like, oh, now it's just I have to wait until the end or I have to admit defeat. Just once, I want that wheel to scroll to anything except worthy opponent. It can be gourd critic, it can be newspaper enthusiast, any of those random words that it says on there. I just one time want it to scroll to not worthy opponent. I think it would be hilarious. That'd be a great, like, 4th of July prank. Just something so subtle, people might not even notice it. But if you caught it, you would be, like, mind blown because it's been worthy opponent every day since, like, what, 8 years now of Hearthstone? It'd be crazy. Bye-bye, coconut. Oh, that one hit a monkey. Pirate warrior. Yeah, Patches warrior. 50% of the time you won. If you had patches in your hand, you were screwed. It's naked, but if he leaves that alive, I get a shitload of value, so he has to kill it. But yeah, Pirate Warrior. What was I playing around that time period? I feel like there was some kind of druid. Was I playing like Beast Druid or something at that time? I feel like that was around the time of Beast Druid. But I've been playing so long, it's a bit muddled at times. Oh, dang. He went all in to stop that. Probably a good call, but still. Let's do this. He's clearing a lot more than I expected a hunter to do. What would be my favorite meta? What would be my favorite meta? I really liked when I could play the Shaman deck with the 30-30. That was probably the favorite. Weirdly, though, I was also a Jade Druid fan, and I know a ton of people will hate me forever just for admitting that. But I really liked Jade Druid. That's weird. Oh, it's a candle on his head. Gotcha. Oh, duh, it's a kobold. Of course there's a candle on his head. Now we get to play a game of Pop the Secret. Let's try this one first. 3-3. And then we do this one. Like that. And then we do this. Use that to split. Makes Deadly Shot awful. He's in a world of hurt now. Yeah, that's true. I did wish that the Jade mechanic worked out better in the other classes. It would have been nice if there was a bit more variety to it. But since I enjoyed Druid, I was like, this is the best meta ever. Why is everyone complaining? What could possibly be wrong? I also really liked Taunt Druid when you had, what is it, Hadronox? And it would just keep going off. And so you'd get like wave after wave of infinite big bear taunts. That was fun. Mostly because it was slow enough that it felt fair ish, but also powerful enough that you're like, yeah, my ego has been stroked. I'm happy. Oh, I missed out on 1 damage from the Murloc. I'm a bad player. I don't think this guy can get out of here. He's kind of backed into a corner now. There's no way he has enough to kill me. I'm at 10. It would have to be double kill command. No, he doesn't have the mana for it. Does he have kill command in hand? If he doesn't have kill command, I'm good. This got a lot scarier than I thought it would be. Oh my god. Oh my god. He did have the lethal. Oh my god. I thought I had that locked up. That is Hearthstone in a nutshell, though. Right when you think you have a game locked up, it's gone. Dang. I think I needed to put down a taunt. I just didn't think he had 16 burst. Yeah, exactly. I didn't think he had 16 burst. I was like, yeah, he might have kill command, right? But no, he had everything. I think that's more aggressive than I'm used to seeing Hunter right now, though. Normally they're playing the slower secret package, where it's more of a mid-rangey, plop a bunch of 3/3s on board. Kind of like the last mid-rangey secret Hunter, where they pop a bunch of 3/3 dogs on the board. Almost exactly, but without Rexar. So nowhere near as good. I forgot about how much fun playing the Deathstalker Rexar was. Where you could craft your own beasts. That was so fucking dope. You'd get some crazy high rolls where they had like Wind Fury and Life Steal and all sorts of crazy stuff. It's a weird priest running Holy Smite. Oh, it's the all spell priest. So at some point they're gonna drop like a 10/10 on the board. I have to make sure mine comes down first. Fours are nice and safe. Let's see. What's the last hero card I can remember? I don't think they put out any new heroes this expansion that I can think of. So, as of this expansion, no. I think they decided the old gods were a big enough priority that they didn't really need heroes as well. Rock Rager is a lot scarier when he suddenly has HP out of nowhere. Speaking of old gods, I forgot how much I loved Cthulhu decks. You could build a Cthulhu deck any way you wanted it. There was always a way you could build your Cthulhu deck and have fun with it. That might have been the best meta that they ever had, because Cthulhu was just amazing. So many reborns that I'm getting achievements for playing extra mechs. Oh. Um, talk about a misclick. I thought I clicked him and then dragged him up to here. But I just clicked the enemy minion and buffed it. Ah, yeah, that's a game-losing mistake. Dang it. Yeah, Cthulhu brought back the balance. Cthulhu was just the perfect expansion. Now, this expansion so far has been, yeah, again, very balanced, but unfortunately, I don't think Cthulhu himself is a playable card. I've seen a couple dozen decks or more run Cthulhu against me, and I don't think even one of them has gotten Cthulhu to work. A few of the pieces of Cthulhu are kind of useful, so it's not like the end of the world if you have Cthulhu, but it feels very much like Malkazar, where you can shuffle a ton of random legendaries into your deck, and it sounds amazing on paper, and it's just not so amazing when it happens. Hey, B-Tag. How's your night going? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. Kind of a small stream tonight, but no big deal. As far as progress on ladder, we're climbing like crazy. Yeah, exactly. Yep, Malkazar was fun, but not necessarily the best card to actually put in your deck. Why am I getting so many priests in a row? Yeah, Goosey. He's pretty sleepy today. He just had a bath and he shed overnight, so he's just kind of lazy right now, just enjoying his day. Okay, I have to get going. I mean, on the board, I gotta put pressure on this priest, or he's going to absolutely wreck me like the last few. This deck seems to do really well against anything that's not a priest. Anything that's not a priest, I'm just slaughtering. Let's see. Had a good night, cocktails, and a Zoom call. Ooh, nice. Yes, I actually watched like 3 or 4 episodes of it before bed, and it is cutely insane. I love it. And you just love to hate her boss right along with her. Hey, Willy Wonka, good to see you. Thanks for hopping into the chat. But yeah, it's so good to see her like hating her boss and bottling it up deep inside and then exploding with rage in the bathroom later. You're just like, I can relate to that. I can really relate to that. Having managed a small business, I can 100% relate to that. Oh, hey. You waking up? You seem a lot more energetic all of a sudden. Oh. Oops. Made a few misplays. Always against the priest. Yeah, thanks. Glad to be back at gold tier. It's been a number of months since I actually hit gold. Yeah, it's just really like all of the characters, you're just like, yeah, I've definitely felt that way. I understand. Oof. Well, he did just have to use removal. Let's see if he can take down this one. He probably has proper removal, but I mean, maybe he had to use the subdue because that was the only option he had. You never know. I could get lucky. Yeah, yeah, the deer lady, where you're just like, oh, everyone thinks the pig is manipulating people, but no, no, she's the one really pulling the strings in the background. Oh, he's digging for answers. He doesn't have a response. Well, if you couldn't deal with one, can you deal with two? And I really like I think it's a hippo, the really like overly sherry, super energetic coworker she has who just wants to share all of their family photos and is so ADHD they just can't finish a single thought. And oh my god, a butterfly. They're just, yeah, there's a lot of cute things going on then in there. Really good show suggestion. So thank you. Okay, so it's one turn. So we could just do this. And those should have Divine Shield now. Okay, here we go. Felt like you were losing your grip for a minute. Yeah, Kabe. Yeah. She's a little overwhelming. You're just like, there's nothing wrong with you. You're a really nice person, but like sometimes first thing in the morning I just can't handle it, you know? That kind of person. I've only gotten to see them like once so far, I think, but they seem like interesting characters. I like how they acknowledge like they're playing a role just like everyone else. They're not actually superior beings. They're just, trying not to show weakness in the workplace. Let's do that. Do they stack with themselves? I can't play both of them anyway, or I might try it. But I'm not sure if they stack with themselves. Oh yeah, you can't move things. I'm trying to move the minions around like battlegrounds. Do you ever do that when you switch back from battlegrounds to standard or something, even just for a game or two? You like try to move the guys around on the board, and you just can't do that. See, I like a show where it actually goes somewhere with it too. It's not purely iterative where everything stays the same, friend style, you know? I like when there's some proper development. Like I said, friend style, where it's iterative, but they develop as characters over time. Right? When you're farming your quests, you can relate then. You're just like, huh, I could have sworn I could move things yesterday. Oh, different game mode, my bad. Oh, and this is a 2-3 charger. I might as well charge. This is the first time I've potentially beaten a priest with this deck. Up till now, it's like 100% win against anything else and 0% to priest. Oh no! He had the plague. It's always sad when your enemy has the plague and that's bad for you. Okay, buddy. Come on. Oh no! Wait, he won't have enough spells. Yeah, he's dead. He doesn't have enough spells, he's dead. Yay. I love it. My deck is so bad that his deck got worse by adding my minions to it. And I still beat him. You don't want to steal my cards. They're terrible. That's how you get them. Ooh. Numbers suddenly spiked up in chat, so, well, I mean, like, viewers. So thank you to everyone who's watching, chatting or not. Appreciate it. Only downside is I can't play this on 2 with the Sungill. Priest get better. Oh, I think it's just the style of deck that I'm playing, if that's what you mean. I don't think it's that they're necessarily better, it's just I'm playing a super aggressive deck. So Priest naturally hard counters me. They get to the 2/6 taunts and stuff, and I'm just screwed. Hey, Alexi, no worries. Good to see you, though. Thanks for making the time to visit. Appreciate it. And I would fall asleep, too, after your first stream today. Glad everything went well for you. Did you figure out that game? Figure out those settings? Because if you do, I bet that's going to be really fun to play over on your channel. Okay, we'll do this. Wriggling Horror is an amazing card. It's a 2-mana 4/3. That's just good. That's just good value. That was the most snap pick spell ever. Holy crap. That was up for a quarter of a second. Yeah, giving yourself a break is always a good idea, too. Yeah, revel in your accomplishments, and, you know, when you're ready, you can get back to it. I agree, 100%. Let's see. Hero power. So everyone over there was passing out. I'm glad someone woke up in time. Who ended up waking up who? I'm curious. I mean, it can't go face anyway. On the turn you play it. That's not dead. I still have a 10-9. Ooh. Ooh. You might be in a pickle, hun. That lets me keep my minion. Sweet Sleep Squad. Exactly. Nap time is back in session. That's a decent whiteboard. You know, this Wriggling Horror is a lot more horrifying when it's a giant-ass 10-9. Let's see. I wonder which one has 1 HP. Oh, wow, I guessed right. Polytemus does it again. You had an annoying time earlier today. What happened? I'm curious. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. Or do you mean on ladder? Bought a king-size bed frame off eBay. Yeah, I had a package get delivered about a week or two ago, and I got it from Amazon, and I have instructions on Amazon that say, just come up to my door, the door's not locked, just put it in front of my actual apartment door. And I got a message saying delivery has been attempted, but they were unable to do the delivery. And I'm like, that's weird. Well, they'll probably do it again tomorrow. Must have been a fluke. Something went wrong. Whatever. And then again, it failed delivery. And I looked at the reason and they said they couldn't get through the front door. And I was like, no, it's like literally locked. I mean, it's literally not locked. Just walk in. You just have to try the door. And so the guy finally texts me on the third day when it was going to be like, either we deliver this or we're sending it back to the factory. And he's like, look, I can't get in the door. What's going on? And I walked down and I pushed the door open for him without touching the handle. And I'm like, it's not locked. Delivery can be weird like that. Sorry to hear you're having issues too, though. Bed frame seems a little bit more important. Are you sleeping on the floor right now if your bed's not there? Do you mind me asking? Because that sounds sucky. Oh. Bad order there. Oh well. Let's see. Then at 5 p.m. Even though you put it on the order, exactly, yeah. Your phone was on silent, rang him back. But now he isn't delivering it till tomorrow morning. Right. It's just weird when they ask you to provide the info, you provide the info, and then they still get it wrong. That's when you're like, okay, come on, really? It's the miscommunication within the company. Definitely worth being upset about. Because it's something you can't do anything about, and they always, like, the company always acts like it was your fault, and you're just like, no, I gave you every piece of info you needed. Let's see. Tempo Barov. That's where we're at this point. We are tempoing out Barov. We just need to end this game. But that means I could kill my own board in the process, but I need the 3 damage, so we're doing it. Yeah, I've seen them do that to you, Alexei. I've brought him in and been like, I mean, luckily it had plastic on it, but it was definitely sitting out in the rain. Okay, so my stuff was dead anyway. Brought your mattress from the parents' house. Yeah, I agree. Your back deserves it. We lost. It was so close. But yeah, a good bed is 100% worth it. Let's go again. After this, we might switch back to the aggressive Warlock deck instead, just for variety. I don't want to do 3 hours of the same deck, but I can't come up with anything else to modify in this deck. I don't know what to do. This just seems like the best version of it. Honestly. I mean, that's a pretty solid opener. Hey, little buddy. Oh, I thought you could turn those one off. Is it like a memory foam topper or like a memory foam bed? In your case, Alexi. Yeah, because the full foam beds are actually really, really comfy. And having moved them, the foam ones aren't that bad. It's the ones that have like the almost rubberized interior, those ones can be a bit heavy if you need to move it later. Full foam bed. Okay, so you both are gonna be sleeping way better than me. I still have springs. It's relatively new, it's only a few years old, but it is springs only, unfortunately. Your friend's bed is super comfy, huh? No comment there. Everyone, you know, each their own. No judgment. Ooh. Yeah, we gotta push pressure. Let's kill this druid fast. I have like 1,000 games as druid, so I feel bad doing it, but I'm going to punch him hard. Oh god. Oh god, the high rolls. Oh god, the slaughter. The carnage. I didn't mean it that way. Hey, like I said, no judgment, but you know. Okay, innocent sleep on the bed. Okay, that's totally fair too. I had friends like that in high school where, you know, you'd all just kind of crash, sometimes even three or four on the bed after having a movie night or whatnot. I get that. But it was more fun poking fun at you. Also, that was an absolutely disgusting turn he just pulled off. So I don't feel as bad anymore about my early game. He's gonna punch me hard. Yep, that's 16 to the dome. No, that's fair enough. COVID is definitely affecting many people's ability to enjoy themselves. We'll just go with that. You're not the only one who's having some difficulties in that department. $14. Yep, he's got lethal. Dang. That was a swingy game. I had him down to 12, and then he's almost back to full and had me down to 12. Flipped on its head. Although, just saying, B-Tag, you're probably not going to find any more sexy men in that monastery than you are out here. Unfortunately. Oh, I just made a joke about you probably aren't going to find any more sexy men in that monastery than you are out here. But, you know, just kind of a crude joke. No big deal. And I hope it was on your end. No offense, but I haven't had a glitch yet, except for the fact that I'm not loading into a game, it would appear. I'm probably going to get a loss. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'm probably going to get a loss when I cancel here, but I don't believe we lost a star. Hey, Hearthstone might be working now. Okay, let's just teleport. Okay, different kind of aggro. So we play that on 2 into that on 3. I could coin that on 1, but probably don't need to. Let's draw for a 1-drop. Okay. So that on 2, that on 3, that on 4. Oh, am I playing the mirror match? I haven't seen someone else play this Warlock deck yet, so I'm curious. I timed that wrong, by the way. I really shouldn't have coined it out. I just got afraid by them playing an aggressive minion. I missed out on buffs. At least 2 rounds of buffs. I hate that when the cables start wearing out. Definitely know how that goes. Although normally in our house, it was because of a dog in most cases. We seem to find a number of pet dogs that all loved eating cables. Specifically video game cables, whenever possible. Ruined our Dreamcast, ruined our Sega Genesis. I think they ruined our first PlayStation. Just kept eating all the power cables. So if he's playing the same aggro-y style deck that I am, he's in a rough spot. Yeah, that's no bueno, agreed. Ah. And then I was a kid at the time, so of course our parents just kind of threw it out. So rather than getting new cables or something crazy, you know? So then we'd just lose our system. Oh my god. Holy Christ. 6-5. Oh, because your lackeys are 4-4 to begin with. That is an interesting way to build a buffed board. Wait, did he play that? No, he didn't. Oh my god, he got screwed by RNG right here. He loses, like, his whole board now to that, right? And then I can just go boop. Well, that worked. And he just lost a lot of buffs. Sorry if I'm a little bit less entertaining today than normal. Little bit lower energy than normal. Trying to make sure that I stay focused. Oh, and taunt. Great. That is a very big, very scary board. This is gonna hurt. Speaking of Es no bueno. Es no bueno. I didn't even think to do lackey version of this. You managed to fit Aranasi Broodmother in your deck? This is a weird deck. Alexi sleepy too. Okay. As long as I'm not alone being sleepy up here, I feel better. I think we're just dead. We are back online, but I think we're also just dead. Let's see. Actually, he only has 12. I was gonna say he might be afraid of me killing him instead, but then he healed off the top, so less likely. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh, Christ. This is an insanely different version of this deck. Oof. Yeah, that sounds like a decent reason to go to bed. MMR and Battlegrounds, I think it's around 5,000 still. Honestly, as soon as the new set dropped, I just had to play the new set as much as possible. Though that's not a demon. I'm distracting myself. I was dead on board anyway, but still. Yeah, it's still around like 5K. I'm probably gonna go back to Battlegrounds maybe next week. Maybe Monday's stream will be Battlegrounds again. Maybe I'll try to boost myself a little bit over the weekend and then play again on stream, see where we can get to. But I needed the break of going back to Standard. It's rare that you can actually play Standard and it's enjoyable. So I'm enjoying my first couple weeks where it's like everything is changing and there's all the different deck types and no one knows what's going on. Just had to enjoy it. So we're still at gold, but we're back down to 10. We were up to 9 for a minute there. Actually, I might be interested in doing like maybe we could find a way to collab or something. I think I've seen people do that in the past. So, at the very least, I'm interested. We'll look into it, see what we could do. Because that could be really fun. I'm curious what it would do to the lobbies, though. We'll probably end up in some weird lobbies. Because you're at, like, what, 9.3? Like 9.3K? Something like that. Pretty significant range. Okay, Use one, check the other. There it goes. Does he have Lightning Storm, and does it do much? If he high rolls, it does a lot. If he low rolls, it kills 2 minions. If he has it, he probably has to play it. Yeah, it'd probably end up being near the 8 to 9k mark, I agree. Well, on the bright side, it means I would learn fast, and in theory, if I place decently, I would go up the ranking system pretty quickly, too. Like, I should get a lot of points if I do well in a match like that, because I'd be at such a disadvantage in theory. $18k now. 18k. Holy Christ. Last I looked, I was watching like Kriparian, and he plays like 6 different accounts, so none of them gets to that level. But even he's sitting at like, 11k or something, and I'm like, I'm never touching that. I'm never going close to that good. I'm impressed enough at like 9k, but 18 is absurd. At that point, you're just like, do you ever not play that game? And they say, no, I'm always playing that game. Well, that was a good aggressive game. Let out my frustrations from the last game, where my victory was so cruelly taken from me. He chooses Khadgar, Bran, and Surrender if there isn't either Murlocs or Beasts. He just surrenders out, and he can still rank up that quickly? Dang. Like, you're getting a lot of negative modifiers for forfeiting out, so you gotta really earn it on his good turns to make up for it. You said Sapphire? I'll probably have to check him out sometime. Let me write that down real quick. You're fine, Ghost. Okay, I will check that out later today. Thank you for the suggestion. And at the very least, I probably need to learn anyway, so watching someone significantly better than me is probably a good way to do it. Saphix is his Twitch handle. Thank you. You're okay, Ghost. You're fine. See? So that'll be my homework over the weekend. Learn from the best to become the best. Saphirix. Ah, okay. Is that like... I swear there's a dragon from like Warcraft 3, like a frost dragon that the Lich King corrupts named Saphirix or something. Saphira, maybe? I don't know. For some reason, I'm combining those two in my head. That sounds right. Could also just be an unrelated name based on the word sapphire. But, considering it's a Blizzard product, there's a chance. I don't know. Okay, one more turn, which is perfect because I'm about to draw a crap load of cards, maybe? No! It always goes for the wrong one. I had to play it on curve. I had to try. Ah, that's poop. He only gets like 10 viewers and he's 18K. Isn't that funny how Twitch works? Sometimes, like, it's not even skill based. But now he gets over 1,000. See, 10 viewers 3 months ago. Now he gets over 1,000 per show. Wow. I was happy to be at like 4 people right now. I'm like, yeah, I'm growing real quick. This is amazing. Over 1,000 a month in. Or 3 months in, but still, like, damn. I think that's called you made it. When you get over 1,000 viewers, you've made it. Yeah. I feel like I have to pay attention in this one more than the last. Oof. Actually, not enough. Actually, I did almost nothing. Oh, poor guy. Death rattle bonus. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, when you had Gentle Megasaur as an option, I was actually climbing pretty high too. Because before they did the reset, uh, most people's scores were significantly lower, but even before the reset, I was at like 57 to 6K or something, which was a bigger number than it sounds now, I promise. At the time, that was like, ooh, because most of the top people were like at 8 or 9K, so if you're sitting at almost 6, you were like pretty happy. But it's been a minute since the reset now. What are you doing on my mic? There we go. Yeah, don't you love it too when you used to go against an opponent and like a turn ago you swear they were playing a full beast comp and then the next turn it's just full divine shield murlocs because they had a Bran on board and that's all it took. Just one Bran. I mean, see, that's the thing. The number indicates success rate, but it also just indicates how much time you're willing to put into the grind, you know? So I would be really happy to hit like 7 or 8K. I would find that to be a fantastic goal that I would be so excited to do. But 18K, I can promise I will never reach. I'm just not playing 18 hours a day. It's impressive. But yeah, I could just never hit 18K. But if I could hit 7 or 8, I would be so happy. Yeah, see, play 20 to 30 games, just understand the game, you can get 10K plus, but that's 20 to 30 games a day, and quite often, like, those games will be 20 to 30 minutes long, so if you play 30 30-minute games per day, That's like 15 hours of your day. Yeah, see, 30 minutes at 25, yeah, 14 hours of gaming. But, like, legit, that might be what you have to do sometimes. Sorry, Gus. There you go. Hey, hey. Stop scratching. You okay? Goose, you tickle him so much. There you go. It's a little better. So now I'm playing against the deck I was just playing as. They stayed with Librams, though. I cut Librams from mine. They didn't feel strong enough. Not strong. How old is he? I got him as like a 6-week-old hatchling, and that would have been about 3 to 4 years ago. His birthday, or at least what we celebrated as his birthday, was always kind of November-y, so funny enough, it's about to be his birthday. Yeah, I think he's about 4 years old, like almost to the day right now. Let's see, discard your lowest cost. He's such a good boy. Yeah, he's a cutie. And they live to be like 20, so he's going to be with me quite a long time. Or they can live to be 20. If you take care of them properly, they can live to be 20. Yeah, he's incredibly cute, but don't tell him the Argentine Tegu's gonna be cuter. Sorry, buddy. No offense. He eats kind of a varied diet. So he eats a mixture of mealworms and like a veggie supplement diet that has like carrots and lettuce and a few other things like mixed in together. And then it also has some additives like freeze dried crickets and the what kind of cockroach? There's a specific kind of cockroach that they breed as a feeder, and there's some of those in there as well. So he gets a very wide diet, but he's a weird beardy. He only likes freeze dried food. Like, and like he doesn't want it wetted or anything. He just only eats freeze dried food. He doesn't like the live stuff. I think his absolute favorite food, though, are green peas. He will dig through his food dish and pick out any green peas in the dish before he eats anything else. He loves green peas. Why green peas? Don't ask me, but that's what he loves. I ain't gonna question him. See? Just a refined palate. Freeze dried or bust. Not worth my time otherwise. At least it's better than some beardies. Sometimes they'll be like, I only eat super worms, like this one specific worm, and that's the only thing I'll eat. And that can be really bad for their, like, overall health and well being. He doesn't have that kind of an issue, so that's good. Also, this guy had both Librams on curve, otherwise he was dead. Can I still get him? Maybe. see. Well, that's gonna die anyway if I do this guy, so let's just get rid of it. And then that's 7. So we can do that into this. And then we might as well just do that so that I can toss this for free. Anything I draw, I can play with this at the same time. Come on. Let me win. I'll be your friend. I'll be your friend. Oof. Actually, it's mostly still alive. He doesn't have double consec, does he? No. Yay. I beat you. Yay. We're back to 9. We might be able to push 8 because we're on a win streak. If I could get back to gold 5 this season, I'd be happy. I think gold 1 is the highest I've ever risen since they revamped the ranking structure. Before they redid it, I got to gold 1 on the previous one, which was actually one step before legend. But since they added the diamond gap, I haven't gotten past gold anymore. Let's see. Free admission's just broken. You have to keep it. You can almost read this as draw and play 2 minions from your deck, which is already just a busted thing to think. I probably didn't have to be that aggressive, but I'm afraid of Priest. He healed it. Confused why he'd heal it. Yeah, I'll definitely be able to get back there. I haven't really, like, sat down to grind in a while either, though, because Hearthstone, like, the main ladder has been a little bit polarized for quite a while. I like that it feels like you can play a range of decks again, but that hasn't always been the case. I also like to play my own creations. I never play like pre-constructed decks pulled from websites, which definitely gives me a disadvantage on ladder because that's all everyone does. They're just like, okay, what's the #1 deck on Hearthpwn or whatever? I'm just gonna play that all day until I rank up. Okay. I'm a little afraid already. Right? It's just more enjoyable. There's no point in just playing someone else's deck over and over. You don't get enough out of it. I feel like half of the gameplay is done during deck building anyway. Yeah, it is still a video game, right? I'm just gonna have fun with it. That'll work. They're all 4 attack, which I love. Although Priest can now deal with 4 attack minions, but that used to be the be-all end-all. Get everything to 4 attack and Priest can't do nothing. Oh, come on. People are still running this. Mean. Fast poop. Dang it. Yeah. Yeah, I love rebalancing patches like that, where it's not just about, oh, this one character was broken, we're gonna nerf them into oblivion. I love when they're more about really bringing it back in line overall, so that all of the characters are playable again, which is much less common with Blizzard, but sometimes they do. And I agree, that one was huge. That really did help. That'll work. I have a feeling I've already lost this match. Yeah, stop saying wow. Okay. I think that's the only minion in his deck. He's just running Convincing an Infiltrator, and that's the only minion. It's a fun meme on its own, but my deck did not stand a chance against it. If it was just traditional Revive Priest, then I'd be a little butthurt, but I'm pretty sure that's just all spells, and he only put in that minion to revive. Yeah, see, I played Overwatch. Like, me and my girlfriend at the time got super into Overwatch right when it came out. And, like, 2 or 3 months in, it was just completely, like, we were already losing interest. And it kind of died on, like, the pro gaming scene for quite a while as well. Just because, like you said, it got a little too broken in one direction. That's the best and worst part about Blizzard is I'm moving my hands way too much. But best and worst part about Blizzard is that they're willing to get a little bit nutty with their stuff. So they're always pushing the envelope, and you can do some crazy stuff, but at the same time, if you push it in every direction, sometimes you're gonna go, whoops, we went a little too far. We made Shutterwalk Shaman. Whoops, our bad. We didn't mean to. After you play a secret, discover a spell. So to get value from this, he has to play a secret this turn. Oh. I guess he doesn't care about value. Works for me. So I discard specifically Minari. It's rough, but we can survive that. I feel like also along those same lines about certain heroes become broken and stuff. That's why like I really used to get into what are they called? Games like League of Legends and stuff. I can't even remember the category name, but like, tower defense type games. But they always put in so many characters that they would lose track of like balance at some point, and you'd end up with certain characters that just one hit everything on the map. Multiplayer online battle arena. There we go. That. MOBA. That one. I used to play a ton of those, but they made it a little bit more difficult to do that lately. Because there's like 80 characters in every single one, and I'm just not memorizing 80 characters at the same time. Dang. lot of control decks that I'm fighting. Okay. I don't think there was a way I could have put damage on face anyway. So that was fine. Okay. I mean, no counterspell? Oh, the Netherwind thing. Gotcha. That's good enough for now. I might end the stream very slightly early at 8:30 tonight. I don't know why. I've just been exhausted all day. So, very slightly early. It's 2.5 hours instead of 3. I know I'll be better about doing full 3 hours in the future, but for some reason today I'm just a little foggy headed. I'm liking the value. Look at all these boys. We got some big toys to play with. So let's see. It has to be on a demon. Let's do this. Do that in case board clear. Yep. Now this is forced onto the other Boneweaver egg, which means we get another full board and swap. And then I have a full board of 5/5s for another reload. Let's see what you got. Hey, you're okay, Ghost. You're fine. Lost your grip for a second, but you good. Yep, I expected a Flame Ward. Google Ryzen. Is it available for sale? Let me check. Everything that's pulling up is $550 to $700 for that model at the moment. Yeah, it looks like it's $500 to $700 in most cases. I can keep one for reload because I have lethal so far. Yeah, I'm betting it's because, limited production right now, increased production costs, blah, blah, blah. Everything's so expensive. COVID's getting really expensive in many different ways. Unfortunately. It's amazing how many decks I can get down to like 5 HP right now, and I just can't finish. If I could come up with a good finisher card to end with this deck, I would definitely add it, but I just don't know what I'd play. We're gonna go that, into that, into that. Uh, I would like to say that it'll be free, but knowing how, our medical system works, it will probably cost money, and we will probably have to go in. And it'll probably be voluntary, too. So, yeah. I don't know. I have a lot of mixed feelings about it anyway. They're kind of rushing things through with the vaccine, which I understand, but which is really dangerous to do, and you're putting chemicals in people's bodies, so. And people are dying, so you're like, either way, people are dying. It's weird. I don't know. That's the first time I've seen someone play that. That is dope. Draw 5. It's rare to get draw 5. And a minion body. That is a busted card. Vaporize? Ice barrier. I'm getting a lot of soul fragments all of a sudden. Hat. It's dormant. You don't even get a minion. Hat. Yeah. I'm not even sure if healthcare will reduce the cost or not, honestly. Ugh. Actually, I'm still good. As long as you don't have anything else, I'm still good. No whammies? No whammies? Big money, no whammies? Come on. Big money, no whammies. No ice barriers, for instance. None of that. Okay, so we want to play this whole thing out first. Yep. As I thought might happen. Then play the 1/5 in case of mirror entity. Yeah, I mean whatever it takes to get people back to work at this point. I mean, I'm probably willing to try it, but just a little concerned what happens when panicked people rush decisions. That's all. Yeah, and I mean, I have family that are high risk, and they've been heavily quarantining them. I haven't seen my parents directly in months because, they're high risk. So I definitely understand. Just always a little hesitant, that's all. Mm. Oh my god. He's gonna survive again. Still at 1. And that's only rush, not charge. I just need 1 minion to survive. Come on, buddies. 1 minion. Oh no. Oh no. It's gonna do fireballs and somehow kill me. 3. What? Yog. You crushed my soul. Pretty much all the other outcomes I could have lived through, but I don't have a way past my own taunt. Yeah. Darn it. See, that's the thing. Everyone says it's unprecedented, but like you said, the Spanish flu happened. It's not unprecedented. We've dealt with it in the past. Governments are just notoriously slow, and they drag their feet, and then because they drag their feet, they're ineffective, and then we end up with issues. And it's not any specific government that I'm blaming all governments. It's just kind of part of the system. Which definitely results in people dying, which is sad. I wish there was a great answer, but the world is how it is. This is a little slow for a priest. I'm gonna be in a world of hurt against a priest. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I wish we had learned from the Spanish flu. As far as happy things, I actually did come up with a name for the Tegu. I think it's going to be named Pop Tart, which fits with my animal naming theme just beautifully. I have a cat named Lunchmeat, I have a lizard named Goose, and then I'll have a Tegu named Pop Tart. None of the names will make any freaking goddamn sense, and I'm gonna love it. And it works on multiple levels too, because my favorite Pop Tarts were always the the chocolate ones with the white frosting. So the Tegu is gonna be like white with black, and it'll match my favorite Pop Tart. It works out really well. I'm excited. You hear that, Goose? You're gonna have a brother. You're gonna have a brother. Oh, you sleepy. Yeah, exactly. Pop, how you doing, Pop? Actually, I'd probably go with Tart. If I was gonna shorten it, I'd be like Tart, Tart. How you doing, boy? I can't wait to have a Tegu. Probably gonna be sometime around April is when I'll get the Tegu. Is the goal, because that should be about when I get my tax return. I think I need to maximize my buffs from the imprisoned scrap imp to survive. So, the Argentine Tegu, specifically, I think is always white and black, but there's a lot of different varieties of Tegu in general, and many of them can crossbreed, so there are different, like, cross variations of Tegus that can end up kind of bluish, kind of purplish, really bright yellow in some cases. But I think I want just the wild type, and the wild type is pretty much always white and black. Which is weird because they don't live anywhere snowy, so I don't know why they're white and black, but is dope, so I'll take it. I might have to try the all spell priest deck. That actually looks kind of fun. I don't normally like playing priest, and I feel like, uh, what's it called? The revive priest is kind of resin, but I'll play the all spell one. It feels a bit. It feels kind of mid rangey. You have those 4 mana 7 drops as kind of your top end. I think I just need this for tempo. And I can use the heal, so it's not the end of the world. I rarely mosh at fairgrounds, so even before these guys were being bad, moshing at a fairground seems weird. Let's see. Smack. Let's get that down for board clears. On the bright side, with all these buffs, it's difficult for him to take any real meaningful minions. Okay, I'll catch you next time, B-Tag. I'm probably logging off after this round anyway, so great to have you. I'll see you next time. I'll try to catch your stream next time I see you on as well. Ah, shit. Death. Oh, and they have Wave of Apathy. Oof. You too. Cool. Oh, God. He's gonna make me push all the way through all this. Okay. Worked out well enough. Okay, now we just try to draw our whole deck and punch him fast enough to matter. Because he just keeps healing any chip damage I put on. Holy Nova probably did us in, but we're going to play this out because it's the last one. Okay. We got another board down. You have to wipe me out again. Yup, okay. Now I'm gonna get another board down and you have to wipe me out again. I'm all in. I mean, technically not. I still have Nightshade Matron, but everything else I play is gonna be puny and weak. This is the last of my power. Oof. Death hurt. But that means he didn't have the board clear. But he did have that. Poop. Yeah, I don't really have any other choice. We're going all in on this. Let's go. Okay. Once again, I have a board. Can you deal with it? I'm so many boards deep at this point. This is like my 5th or 6th reload. Thank you, by the way, to everyone who's still watching. I really do appreciate having all of you here. Thank you so much. Yup. Boards deep. I mean, I've reloaded so many times. Ah, that was my last big minion, too. Ah. Well, I still have Ring Matron. We're drawing everything we have left. We just have to try to finish this game now. Can we make it? Oh my god. They had both of them in the top half of their deck. If they didn't have both of them in the top half of their deck, I was probably in a good spot. But that's just GG. Let's see how you handle my 155. I bet you can't beat 155. Okay. Darn. Well, we did accomplish my goal. We got up to gold 9, well, gold 10 again. But we got into gold. That was the whole goal of the night. Got to play some new decks. I'm leaning toward playing maybe this big spell priest that I keep seeing. We might try the spell version, not that cancer minion version. But until then, thank you so much to everyone who joined me today. I'll try to be a bit more high energy on Monday, so hopefully you guys are ready for it. But until then, have a great night, sleep well, and see you soon.